We have safety at the forefront of everything that we do.
Which you must.
The most important thing for us is our reputation. Okay, I've learnt to listen.
Robots aren't taking over anytime soon, are they?
Not here, no, because I wouldn't be able to turn it on. A successful company is reacting to the unexpected.
Doors closing. Welcome to the 13th floor. Stuck in a lift HQ.
Nancy, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you very much for coming.
It's great. We've got a fantastic setup and I'm excited to have a chat with you.
Oh, you're very welcome. So you've come a long way today. We're in Leicester. That's where we manufacture international lift equipment. I've been here now in this building since 2000, but actually in Leicester since about 1994. So welcome.
Amazing. No, thank you. So could you just tell us a little bit more about who you guys are, what you guys do?
Yeah. Okay, so we're a UK-based manufacturing company. We service the UK lift industry and have been doing so since 1975, which by calculation means that we're 50 next year, so some celebrations are coming. We manufacture materials here, but we're very lucky that we're able to combine them with some superb materials that we import from around the world. So we have supply partners, GAL, Prisma, Fuji, Monteferro, Bode, PFB. We import from them and combine them with our metal manufacture here. We also manufacture controllers. So really the whole lift, we can do a refurbishment lift, we can do an MRL, slings, rafts, fire-tested entrances, controllers, as I've said. And all of that is done in the warehouse behind me. We also have a full drawing office. We survey. So the idea is that we're a turnkey service where you can come to us, we'll come out to site, we'll assist you, we'll advise you, we'll draw, we'll deliver. And then we also offer a very strong on-site backup. So you'll have your own project manager and we have a team of engineers who'll come out and help if required.
No wonder you're so busy.
We are busy.
You've got a lot going on.
We do.
How big's your team here? How many people?
Okay, so the whole team across the UK is 100. Here is about 70, 25 in our London depot, which is mainly storage, but also some admin and office support. And then we've got a design team up in Keighley near Bradford. So there's 5 people up there. Plus our on-the-road assistants as well. So then we've got salesmen on the road and engineers on the road.
So you're covering all angles across the whole country?
We hope. Although every day I'm told that we don't. Not quite.
So how long have you been working in the manufacturing industry and why did you join?
So me personally, I've been at ILE since 2000. I came on the 3rd of January 2000 with the expectation that with a millennium bug that I wouldn't be working for more than 12 hours because the world will have collapsed and all computers will have failed to time over. But unfortunately that didn't happen and I've been here since then. Yeah, I was a school teacher before, so I was manufacturing intellect before I came into lifts.
Wow, okay. And I understand that it's a family business?
Yes, so the business was started by my dad. And then my mum joined, and then both my brothers, and then me. I was the last one in.
Got dragged in at the last.
Last one in. Last in.
Save
but
the
not
best
first
till last.
out, though. So.
Oh, wow.
No, in fact, I was going to be last in, last out, I think. Yeah.
Well, you're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic job. What has been your most successful project so far and why?
So I'm most excited about the launch of our new controller, Nimbus. I think it's going to really excite our customers and I think it's going to fulfill a lot of the ambitions of our customers. It comes fully loaded with remote monitoring and the access for our engineers to work on the controller remotely, which I think is going to be of great assistance to our customers. It has been devised to be as customer friendly and as youth friendly as we can find. We've manufactured it to cover a kind of more apps-based approach, which younger engineers will be more familiar with. So we've tried to look at technology from the perspective of a young engineer and make it as obvious and as intuitive as we can. So I'm very proud of that. That is out. We displayed prototypes at the last LiftX, but it's out at the moment in our test sites, and we'll be live in the market in March for that. We have full demonstrations here at Leicester now, and as I say, we've got some fitted into our friendly customer sites. So I'm very excited about that. I'm also really proud of the relationship that we've maintained with GAL. They're a world leader in door equipment. In recent years, we've been sharing our research and development with them, so the products that they have been working on have been at our behest, and they've come to the UK market because we recognise that there's always room for improvement, and GAL product, as marvellous it is, has been quite standardised for a good number of years. So the new GAL Omni is out in the market now, and I think already we're finding a really, really good traction for it, and people really seem to like it. So I'm proud of both a kind of combined research product and a homegrown research product.
It sounds like technology in the building's like forefront of your mind, keeping ahead with the times and making it adaptable to a lot of people. I am the least
technological person in the company, and everybody knows that. And I am the one who is helped most by all of my colleagues who are fantastic. And we employ an amazing number of young people who are so spirited and driven by technology, and can see the expansive capability of it. So that's wonderful, and I support them as they support me.
Target Lifts are proud to sponsor the Stuck in a Lift podcast in partnership with Blacks Productions, a lift company with a passion to deliver expert levels of customer service. Target Lifts are always aiming higher.
I mean, AI is now the talk of the town. Everyone is talking about it. Where do you see it going with AI in the lift industry? Where do you see it jumping in?
I think we have to be slightly mindful. It's a new technology, and there is always a position. I think the lift industry has been, a very labour-intensive industry for a long time. I mean, it incorporates modern technologies, but ultimately we install lifts safely because we train people how to install lifts safely. So my biggest concern going forward was, we have got our industry into as safe as we can make it. And I think if we do incorporate AI, if we welcome it, and we must, as all technology will roll through ultimately, I think the most important thing to preserve in all of that is safety.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy how things are growing just so quick, and things are adapting so quick, and it is a real big concern that you're not thinking about the safety. We have safety at the forefront of everything that we do. Which you must.
Which we have to. But there's more safety concerns now with the new Building Safety Act. The requirements for people to have the right qualifications and the right experience of how the products that are being designed and sort of fitted together, and those designs which in the past were really slightly unchecked. I mean, consultants obviously would look at them, but now there's a real pressure for people to show and to demonstrate qualifications for making those judgments, which I value and I welcome, because at ILE we have a lot of people who are extremely well qualified to do their jobs, and I hope that value that we've always put on them will be perhaps reflected more in the market now.
Yeah. I mean, robots aren't taking over anytime soon, are they? So...
not here, no, because I wouldn't be able to turn it on.
That's brilliant. But yeah, no, it'd be nice to see. I mean, you work so hard for these qualifications, and you're passionate about your role. So to feel,
I think that's the teacher in me. I've always valued education, and all of the young people that we work with here, we bring young people in on our apprenticeship schemes, and then once the apprenticeship is finished, we don't. We never want to stop there. If someone comes and said, I would really like to take this further qualification, we always offer sponsorship so that they can improve their skill level, and therefore we as a company improve ours. Yeah. So I'm proud of that. Yeah. You skill up the people in the team. Because also it's so hard to recruit now. There are so few people out there. They're all closely guarded by the recruitment agencies. You're much better to develop the skill that you've got, because these are the people who you're used to working with, who you already value, who you already like. So I'm very keen to make sure that we maintain a really, really solid level of happiness in the colleagues that we have, happiness, fulfillment, and a role where they can feel supported as well by us in the senior management team. And that is what I enjoy about my job is managing people. So I don't think I'd be as good at managing robots. No, definitely not.
Stick with the people.
Stick with the people, they'll say. Yeah. I think they'd say she'll have to go.
Yeah.
She's got to go.
She needs the instructions to turn it on.
She can't do the on button.
So we've spoken about what you love about your role and things like that. Are there any challenges that you face daily and that you can share with us?
I think every day is a super big challenge because we don't know what is going to happen on that day. As you said right at the beginning in your introduction, we try to cover a lot of bases here. We make our business quite a broad business, and when you do that, you find that each day a separate and unique challenge will arise. It may be one day a product based challenge. It may be a staff based challenge. It could be a transport-based challenge. Like, for instance, yesterday we had delivered 2 of our large GA operators to one of our valued customers in the Midlands, and we'd packed them up. We'd sent them on a very large and well-used delivery service, and because they were 2 of them, we'd put a cardboard panel over the top with some instructions on it. And all that got delivered was the cardboard panel. And somewhere in this very well-known delivery service are 2 operators. So, yeah, and that spells trouble for the people who are expecting them and for someone to find them and return them. So, even the smallest things that could you would imagine would go quite smoothly, you incur, problems that you weren't expecting. And I think the most important thing as a successful company is reacting to the unexpected, because you cannot be perfect. You cannot provide, a service that never falters. I still believe, and we say all the time to each other, it's what you do when you're knocked down that's important, and it's also important you do what you do when people aren't watching you. And I think that's what I try and instill on all of our staff is that, we've got to try our best whether or not it's being recognised at the time, because over time it will be.
Target Lifts are an independent business, and since 2009 they have been offering peace of mind and complete confidence in the service they provide. They are available 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and can tailor contracts to suit your specific requirements. At Target Lifts, they pride themselves on providing excellent communication and engineering detail to ensure full compliance, safety and reliability on all planned preventative maintenance contracts. Visit targetlifts.limited.co.uk today to see what they can do for you.
I'm guessing from your teaching days, that's how you've learned how to talk to people, listen to people and things like that. But how have you personally learned the other areas of the business?
Oh, the technique. Yeah. Okay, I've learned to listen.
Okay.
It wasn't that I was a poor listener, but I've learned how much I didn't know. And I think that's a really important message, that, we're all good at our strengths, but if you know that other people are stronger than you, then it's better to share out responsibility and to be clear about what lane you're running in. So I don't make any pretense on my technical ability, but I do know how lucky I am to have some really superb technicians working around me.
Okay, what specifically have you found most challenging in terms of the different areas that you've had to learn? Is it just the technical side?
I think it's the technical side, but over 24 years, of course you have good knowledge.
Yeah.
But I think if something's got to be super safe, then good knowledge isn't quite enough. You've got to have expert knowledge, and
couldn't agree more.
That's where I think it's critical to be honest about your strength.
You've shared with us that you love managing people and talking to people and listening. Is there anything else that you really love getting up in the morning for when you come into work?
Yeah, I love the variety. I love the fact that ILE is a broad company. It gives me opportunity to travel, which is fantastic. And I love the people that I meet in our supply chain. And, our customers are so various. So you never have to worry about finding things to do. There's always entertaining. The industry is very strong. It's very supportive of safety, of people who've worked in the industry, of people who are doing well, of people who are doing not so well. And I like that. I like that kind of camaraderie. So yeah, I think that the industry is coming to its best again. When my father was in the industry, it was a very social industry. He was extraordinarily social. I'm less so, but I think it's coming to its peak again. Where after COVID and all that separation and there was just so much uncertainty, people were concerned about not just our industry but any industry. But now I feel there's a buoyancy of support, and we've got the exhibition next year. It's fully booked. Got the charity Lift Industry charity dinner dance on Saturday. That will be a nice event. So I feel like there's an industry that is once again a very comfortable and nice place to be.
It's taken a few years, hasn't it, since COVID, that people are like not ready to socialise, not ready to communicate. But I think everyone's now starting to come out the front door. Everyone's wanting to
and share problems now. Yes. And I think there are certainly issues now. There's the economic issues are huge. People are looking to our customers are looking to save money. They are looking for economy, but that doesn't mean to say they're looking for reduction in the quality. So we have to work out really carefully how we provide the right solution for people. So that takes a little bit more thought now. We need to work out, maybe there's parts of the lift that you can retain that you didn't think you would retain. Maybe there are slightly more economic alternatives than you would have perhaps thought about in the first instance. And it's our job as designers to make all of that information available so that people can make good decisions.
What do you love most about a lift?
I think the most valuable part of any lift, as I said to you earlier when we were off camera, the most important thing for us is our reputation. Our reputation is what will cause and lead our customers to come back and to want to work with us again. So the most important and valuable part of any lift is the ILE reputation, and that is the whole service from the beginning through to the end, to the service you get if it's out of service, almost. Yeah.
Target Lifts has a YouTube channel. Subscribe and view their recent company promotional video, a day in the life of a lift engineer, and more recently 3 customer reviews where the client gets to say what they really think about the service Target Lifts provide. Give them a watch today. Target Lifts are always aiming higher.
What is your most expensive part for an elevator that you've got on the shelf? And if you can just share a little bit about what it does, what it's used for.
There are several big ticket items that go into elevators. It depends how the distance the elevator is travelling, because obviously if you have a large number of floors, then the fire tested entrance, it becomes really critical. And if you've got multiple numbers of that, then that stacks up to a huge amount of money. And we like to think that our fire testing has been done, extremely competently, very recently, and all post Grenfell. So I feel, as the person who has to sleep at night, that's for me one of the most important parts of what we do. That we are giving our customers real protection from the law and from their obligations and responsibilities. So I would say the doors for us, because obviously they're also combined with the GAL equipment or the Prisma equipment. But the big ticket items that we have here is our controller. So we're very optimistic that Nimbus is going to make a big splash, and then there will be plenty of them on the shelf, because the advantage of Nimbus is that we can make them up to a certain point and then customise them for site, and I think that's going to be really exciting.
Where did the name come from?
Nimbus. Well, apparently, this is a technical question. Apparently, it's got something to do with the operating base that lies within it. To me, it's just a cloud, but it is a cloud-based system. So the two combined to form the name Nimbus, as I understand.
Did you have a load of names on the whiteboard?
Yeah, we did.
Did you? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
we did.
All the way down to that one.
Yeah, we did. Nancy was one of those who got hastily rejected. Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Have you seen anything that was unexpected along your journey, whether it's in lifts or running a business?
That's what's amazing. So we've put lifts and lift parts into some amazing buildings, and as a consequence, I've visited amazing buildings. So we put them into oil platforms, cruise ships, funicular railways, nuclear power stations, London Underground. But the most interesting that we were asked for was when we were contacted by the producers of Mission Impossible 6, who had incorporated a Tom Cruise lift chase scene. So we, colleagues of mine, went to the set. We sold them some guides, some buffers, some safety gears, and they helped the site crew fit it in, and we advised them on safety and feasibility as well of what they were suggesting Tom could do. But yeah, so in that film you'll see Henry Cavill in the lift and Tom Cruise hanging off the bottom of the lift. That was down to our guidance. Yeah.
Oh wow!
So quite exciting.
That is exciting. I mean, I hear that lifts go in all places, but that's probably one of the first times I've heard it's gone in a movie set. So that's great.
Yeah.
So we love to end each podcast in tradition, and we would love to know who you'd want to be stuck in a lift with.
That's easy, isn't it? Henry Cavill. With Tom Cruise dangling below.
Would you want to be stuck before that, or did that film kind of turn you to go, no, I want to be stuck?
Well, I know the end, and it was all okay. So yeah. Listen, I think lifts are, as long as they move, as long as they get to their destination safely, and as long as we can keep providing them, I don't think it matters who you're stuck in a lift with, because you shouldn't be in it for long with any luck.
What would be the top 2 questions that you'd ask Henry if you was in a lift with him?
Henry, are you impressed with the ride quality of this lift?
Yeah.
And Henry, what are we going to do about that little man that seems to be hanging on to the safety gear below us? Yeah.
Brilliant. Nancy, thank you so much for joining me today on Stuck in a Lift. It's been great talking to you.
Brilliant.
And I'm excited to share your story with everyone that wants to listen.
Brilliant. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Doors closing.
When you then become CEO, you have to live in the future, and that's the difference between the 2 roles. It didn't bother me that I had to take a few steps back to then come forward again.
That's important.
It is. If anything's possible in life, I had every reason to give up.